Welcome to day 93 of our school year. All right. Let's go ahead and get down our beginning fraction. Our denominator is 180 days because that's our total amount of school days. Our numerator is 93. That is the day we are on. Let's find the factors of our numerator, which is 93. Two factors we always know are 1 and the number itself. Using the commutative property of multiplication, I can write it as 93 times 1. Now we're going to check our factors using our divisibility rules, and we're going to go in order so we don't miss any. So in order after 1 is 2. The rule for 2 is that it ends in an even number. 3 is odd, so that means 2 is not a factor. And if 2 is not a factor, no even number will be. So we only need to check odd numbers. So the next odd number is 3. The rule for 3 is that when we add the digits together, we check to see if that's a multiple of 3. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 is a multiple of 3, so 3 is a factor. 3 times 31. 31 times 3. We try 5. The rule for 5 is that it ends in a 0 or 5. It ends in a 3, so 5 is not a factor. We try 7. 7 times 10 is 70, 77, 84, 91, 98. 93 is not in that list, so 7 is not a factor. The rule for 9 is the same as 3. We add the digits together, we get 12. 12 is not a multiple of 9, so 9 is not a factor. We try 11. 11 times 8 is 88, then 99. So 11 is not a factor. I'm going to check to see if 31 may be prime, because if we've gone in order and our second factor is prime, then we are done. 31 is prime, so that means we're done. Won't break down anymore. So let's list our factors from least to greatest. So we have 1, 3, 31, 93. We have 4 factors. That is more than 2 factors, so it is composite. Now we want to find our greatest common factor. Well, we only have 87 school days left. So even though I could make a group of 93 here, there's not enough. So I don't need to take the time to make a group of 93 because it's too big for my unshaded area. So let's try 31. Your groups do not have to look like mine, but you do have to have 31 in each, and we need to keep the shaded separated from the unshaded. So 9 plus 20, 29, plus 2 is 31. 8 plus 20 is 28, plus 3 is 31. 7 plus 20 is 27, plus 4 is 31. 6 plus 20 is 26, plus 5 is 31, and we are left with 25. We do not have enough to make another group of 31, so that means 31 is not our greatest common factor. All right, let's try groups of 3. Your groups of 3 do not have to look like mine. Just make sure there's 3 in each, and you want to keep the shaded separated from your unshaded. All right, I have no remainders, so we found our greatest common factor, which is 3. So let's count up our total groups of 3. The way I made my groups, I have 3 per row, so I can count by 3s, and then go back and count this column. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60 total groups. And I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 shaded in. All right, now that I've done my division with my model, because when we make groups, we are dividing. That's what we're doing with our division, is making those equal groups. So now I'm going to do the division with my algorithm to prove it in a different way. Let's see. Let's try 3 times 50. Placeholder moves it over a place. 5 times 3 is 15. Numbers the same, 0 is a game. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, 0 is a game. 10 times 3 is 30. Numbers the same, 0 is a game. Add these partial quotients together. 50 plus 10 is 60. Let's see. Let's try 3 times 20. Placeholder moves it over a place. 2 times 3 is 6. More on top, no need to stop. More on top, no need to stop. 10 times 3 is 30. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, 0 is a game. 1 times 3 is 3. Numbers the same, 0 is a game. Add our partial quotients together. 20 plus 10 is 30. Plus 1 more is 31. Now we need to check. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since our remainder is 0 for both, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0 it stays the same, we don't need to add the 0. 3 groups of 0 is 0. 3 groups of 6 tens is 18 tens. 3 groups of 1 is 3. 3 groups of 3 tens is 9 tens. 93, that matches our dividend, so that checks. 180, that matches our dividend, so that checks. So our numerator is definitely 31, and our denominator is definitely 60. All right, let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. Trimester 2, week 7. Today is 1/17/19. Our fraction for today is 31/60. Now we do not have school on Monday because we are honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that day, so there's no school. So we will be doing trimester 2, week 8. That means you will be back on Tuesday, the 21st. So no school on Monday. All right, let's go ahead and get out our number line. We did groups of 3. Let's go across our groups of 3. Last one we had is 30/60, and then today is 31/60, starting from that halfway mark. Okay, that is our simplest form or equivalent fraction in lowest terms. There are no lines lined up below it, just our starting fraction above it. All right, let's go ahead and put your number line away, erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.